はい、ジャカジャカです。ディヴィニティオリジナルシン2をやっていこうと思います。で、今回、作れるのが一人だけみたいなので、とりあえずこのウーシャンというキャラクターでちょっとやっていこうと思います。職業はローグです。スタート。はい。
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
ほん
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
ああ、この捕まっとんの俺
So it wasn't a dream after all.
手術室頭蓋骨使用何これ
Not a very chatty fellow, are you?
アクション使用
Not a very chatty fellow, are
無
you?
口になってたよくわからんななんだこれ
This again?
またかアクション調査生命力って
This again?
アクション攻撃あ、そんな攻撃できるわけないよねなんかないかなセーブ完了何も入ってない椅子あ、別に特に何も入ってないね上に来なさいって言ってたねこっちから上がっていって、あ、こっちは上がれんか。けどこっちなんか。ほーい。四角を押して、アクションで、拾ってってことかなこれかあ、拾っとった。違う。拾って商品に追加。 おお、そんなことができるの。ってことは、この鉄球もできるってこと？ああ、できないか。
Rubbish.
ガラクタだ。
An animal sty. Freight or food?
お、鶏。あ、卵を全部取る。強奪する。だって私。
Did you expect a needle?
ローだもん。あれ、羊がいる。
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you
あ、だよね。
balefully.
動物語
Her
私持ってない
rectangular
から
eyes
わか
like
んない。
letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
でしょうな。待って待って待って。積まれた木。こっちを開けるとどうなるの？あ、こっちもロックピックか。あ、そっか、鍵かかってるからいけないか。あ、違う。ごめん。そっちじゃない。お前じゃない。チュートリアル実機から。けど、ロックピックがないから、できないでしょどうせ。こっちか。ロック中でしょ。はい。なんかよくわからんけど。はい。年代費？なんだそれ。よいしょ。
Empty.
からか。何これ。からか。なんかいろいろ拾ってるけど大丈夫？俺。あ、全部もらう。もらえそうなものは、あ、これなんか実験とか多分そんなにすんか。これ蓋拾う。何でも拾う。もう拾いそうなもんない。バケツ拾う。L2 を押しながら、おお
No marks, no indications of a
L2
struggle.
をしながら装備。おーい。あれ何？特に何も持ってないよね私。あ、バケツ。やだー。よしこれ拾えんの？なんかよくわからんけど。いや、やめとく。研究なんかさせねえよ。全部もらう。なんかもらえそうなものはこんなもんかな。いや、なんか金の灰。こんな感じで俺いろいろ盗んじゃっていいのかな。
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
犬手。
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
ん？そうだな。いや、
Why,
こ
for
れだ
my
ろう。
peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of
おー、魔
sorts.
法を唱えなく
Makes
さ
you
せてんの
unable
か。
to cast source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
いや、わかったわかった。別に。
Good gods! There's been a murder here.
え、誰やったっけ？誰に会えって言ってたけど忘れてしまった。ん？
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
ほ
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of,
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir.
う。あ、そう。
You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
ほ
Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister. It looks more like a passenger
Oh.
managed to slip their collar. And the rest, well, you see the evidence in front of you. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
う。へえ。
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
あ、うん。
Thanks. I just
Ew.
want to catch whoever did this before they hurt anyone else. It seems as though there's a
これも
pattern
だから
in the
戦
blood
士か。ああ、
flow.
ほんで魔
That
法
can't
使い
be
か。ああ、
natural.
そういう
Now,
こと
where
か。
did I leave my calipers?
Why won't you sing? Be good, you scallywags.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
ん？
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hand you drive over the side of this ship with him.
いや。
The ship, of course.
うん。
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
I always knew you'd turn out thoughts and bend best.
うん？
Your kind always hung closest
おー。
like wolves around a campfire.
こっちだな。
Sick as a leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say she's being cared for by a bunch of beardless babes who never loved anyone but their own mums.
へいへい。
But there's more. Listen close. There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news. No, you beautiful idiot. That wasn't any rat. It was the wheel. Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
Oh.
Burn my beard. That means if we'd been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy. No indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
As soon as the Inquisitor
Oh.
gets here, we'll hand you right over the side of this ship with it.
Oh,
He
まあね。
continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
はい。了解。
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's,
Your
there's
kind
nothing
always
else I
hung
can
closest
reach,
to
Your
our
Majesty.
divine,
Turnips and
like
water
wolves around a
are all I was
campfire.
given.
Unacceptable.
You've got this
I've
wolf
never...
on the
Well,
leash.
well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you...
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse.
ちょっとみんなでバケツかぶってるんだから。
All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
何？おお、こっちだな。
My, we are fierce, aren't we? Not to worry. I'll soon remedy that. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
おー。わあ、こっちだ
Ah,
な。
music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
私、そんなことで
Yes,
きな
I
い。
can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal
Oh.
appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
ああ、けどまあこっちかな。
The very basics, then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook and groom, but you have the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit.
あれやだ。
Still, beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
うん、こっち
You
だ
should
な。
probably come to terms with the fact that you've half a mind, full stop. Rein in your impertinence, will you? I'm a fair man, but I won't spare the rod. Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots. Meanwhile, the magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
おうほうほ
It was
う。
one
全
of
部
them.
もらう。
I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it?
な
I'm
んかわから
trying
ん
to
けど、全部
concentrate.
もらう。 これは違うか。
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Fascinating.
フェイン。見分
He
けつき
sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
おお。お、あ、
I
これやな。
am reading. Is this not evident?
お、確か
My
に。
book is in my hands, my face turned away from you. Perhaps my eyes not on the page. Damnable things.
He grabs a metal plate and watches his reflection with one eye as the other shifts left to right and up to down.
No, they are working quite adequately. It seems you are at fault. Predictable, really.
え、
Ah, yes. The niceties. My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... Well, I am a seeker of knowledge. That is
Hi.
enough. It is
Sure.
pleasurable to meet you.
あ、う
Is
ん。
there? Wherever do you keep it? Certainly not in your books. I have been reading this one for several minutes, and I have yet to find a single insight into the mysteries of the universe. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale. Tell me, what do you know of your... our world's history?
Oh.
Oh, please.
Oh.
I have no interest in
Ome.
that. No. I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Maybe that has the Magister's more concern than your appetite.
いや、
The
これ
elf's
だな。
face freezes for just a second before he waves his hand dismissively.
Oh, it's just one of my idle curiosities. We mortals do like to consider these things, do we not? Now, please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his...
ちょっとなんか違うあれをしてしまったから、なんか違うな。
We just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
何もない。
Mad? No.
Oh.
Insufferable? Sure.
You're a human, like me. That means we're friends already. My mum told me not to make friends with lizards and elves and dwarves and stuff. But I think they're okay. Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly, deathly allergical.
おお。 ああ、ロージ流れるけど、この人は多分歌うのが嫌やからってことか。
Why, I never. I left my good pals at home, or I'd be clutching them with all my daintiest, most ladylike might. Say as you will, husband. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeve won't be treated so.
The children break out into giggles.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume right.
Oh.
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Oh, ここに私ローグだからもらうね。
You've been collared and you've been told why. There really is no need for you to linger.
こんなんしかないか。いいよ。で、そこで殺人が起こって、あと聞いてないのは一人か。
You're one of them, a divine order loyal. They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
なんかな。
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen course dinner, and I don't...
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They...
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice. Deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
それは違うと思うから。
She smiles contemptuously.
Just a kitten in a corner, aren't we?
なくなくな。何にもないね。おーい。僕らは何にもなかったね。よし。なんかおかしなことした人いたっけ。
So, anything interesting for me? Right. Tick.
Tick tock. Ish. 隠密状態失敗。ここでやればいいのか。あ。
The woman keeps rolling her dice.
ここにないやろ。この人たち
I'm busy
なか
watching
の
for
か。
clues, sorcerer. Go take...
お前
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword, and now he's Johnny Big Pants. No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties. The Joy, I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself. Not interested in the son of the divine himself. I don't blame you one bit. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that. 知らないもの。アレクサンダーさん、知らないもの。
What are you conspiring about over there? You! What's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that...
Name!
Oh. Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
ちょっと待って、これオプションゲーム設定あ、ないか。じゃあいいか。よいしょ。うん、鍵かかってる。こいつじゃないの？
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us will kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
なんかない？お。かねー。なんかないかな。お。ビール。
The hatch is blocked. I need to. The hatch is blocked. I need to find another way.
So, anything in? I'll take that as a no.
おー、ないのか。 あいつ動くのね。動くのね。おお、擦れる。
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about
こう
us.
バレるんだ。
We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle.
Didn't make it clear the first time.
One of us.
うーん。
They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
あ、重量オーバー。
Mad? Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Who we are, what we've done. They...
Jill, is that right? I've a few questions for you. You are Jill, aren't you?
I ain't saying nothing.
Bloody dwarves, I'll come back to you. And you better be ready to talk here.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
あれあ、こっちだ。インベントリー。ああ、いっぱい持ってんね。
I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to
回復賞、リザレクション、バックパック、アクション。
kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll
掃
tell you
除
if you
ユ
keep
ー
it
タ
quiet
は、
long enough
こ
for
の
me to
箱
listen.
とかは、いらんかな。アクション。ん？アクション。
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
じゃあ。ん？
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well,
One of us.
you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
重み
Insufferable?
重量 0.4 0.33 カ
I'll
ゴ
tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
お前か重たいの 0.5 やろ。これは何？
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
じゃあアクションの投げるで
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
You, Jill, is that right? I've a few questions for you. You are Jill, aren't you?
I ain't saying nothing.
Bloody dwarves, I'll come back to you, and you better be ready to talk here.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Ask what you must. I've nothing to hide.
Seems to me you should be a little more
When I want you to attend me, I'll whistle. Until then, go.
Overboiling a bit of cabbage
こい
becomes
つ
a crime. I shall hold my
ぶっ
head.
叩いちゃおうか。いやけど他にないな。
You mind? I'm really.
だよね。
I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
目全部ああ向きいらないまな板これもらおうもらおうもらおうもらおう
So, anything interesting for me?
まだ
Right.
途中
Take
いやけどはいはいあ、いたいたいたいたいたいたいたいたいたいたいたいたいたいたいはい 水。ここまでか。やめたってよ。ほんで、アクションポイントが足りん。じゃあ、ここで終わり。アクション。どうしようかな。ホットバーで、いた。これ死んだ。あいた。俺死ぬ。あ、死んだ。ロードゲーム。ロード。はい、いいよ。一瞬で死んだな。ちょっと水持ってこよう。よいしょ。あ、こっからね。よいしょ。はい。ここで別に目を見張るものはなかったけど、アクションで、移動でいいのかな。これでいいのか。で、ここで特にもらえるものはなかったよね。これ水入れけたら重かったわ、確か。けど、これは取れそうや。いいのがあるじゃん。お、こんなところにこんなものが、話しても知らない。不思議さは別にあれでしょ。あれ、そこへ行けってことか。あ、これを取ってないからおかしかったのか。いや、このサーチ結構使えるぞ。はしご、机、何にもないでしょ。アクション。ああ、解除ができんのか。ああ、ここじゃないのか。あ、待って。 違う。あ、これはあれか。インベントリーで、これを、違う、アクションで、ホットバーに追加。で、絵がね。お、ここやったかや。お、手紙。あ、見てなかった。で、アップルパイ、ハム。これは何かな。お。お、ポケットナイフ。いいね。ああ。なるほど。なるほど。なるほど。そしたら、拾って追加、拾って追加。あれ？お、回復薬。あ。ああ、そうかそうかそうか。そしたら、インベントリーで、これを、あ、間違えた。投げる。で、アクションの、拾って商品に追加、で、アクションで投げる。おう、ナイス。なんかドゥルドゥルして、あ、セーブ中。ちょっと待ってよ。ロープ。この人似てる？もしかして。全部もらう。あれ、俺もしかしていい感じ？閉めときたい。あー、閉めれない。よし。 違う違う違う、その棚はいない、いらない。あ、いいね、ロックピック。あれ俺、来ちゃったんじゃね？箱。だな。これは？このろうそくは何？火つけるの？じゃあ、寝る？あれ？シャンデリア、ろうそく。あ、これ関係ないね、じゃあ。薬箱か。ここか。
Empty.
からか。これちょっと、スローが大変なことになっちゃうけど。あれ？カメレオンウォークって一体何やったの？あれ、俺失敗した？じゃあ。もしかして、やってまった？ん？これ毒じゃない？毒なんじゃない？これ。これ毒漏れてんじゃない？いいの？誰か来ない？ほんで、インベントリーで、あ、118、ああ、そうか、オーバーしてんのか。
重量オーバーですよ。
ああ、そっかそっか、ありがとうございます。なんだろうそくだ、ろうそく。あれあ、これか。これを、投げる。ほんで、そうかそうか。で、これを捨てればいいんだ。これがほんで、読む、なんだっけ。
箱を捨ててください。
ありがとうございます。捨てました。これか。お、全部もらう。あとで怒られたりとかしない？カーペット？これどうすんの？あ、そう言われてみれば。装備で、頭を、 ケツかぶって、あれちっちゃいナイフをもらったと思うけど、あれ
挨拶忘れていました。初見です。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。そんなに言うほど私面白くないわよ。ほほほほほほほほほほ。ん？これで開けるのか。
And I'm back where I started.
よし、じゃあ上行こう。
Nowhere to go but up.
あれ私、装備じゃないけど、こっち探検がどうのこうのって言ってたけど、あれ何だったんだろう。インベントリー。ロックピック。あ、そうか。これで見たらよかったわか。特にこれといったものはないがね。よし、じゃあ上行こうか。よし。速攻で死んだからな。あれまだいけるんじゃない？寝てた人のところ行ったらまだいけるんじゃない？私下に行ってまだなんか重要なアイテムが隠れ、わざわざここ通らなくてもいいか。でもいいか。隠密ってほらなんかあるやん。よし。レバー。
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face. Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's. Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
Hmm. どれでもないな。いやー、これ難しいな。
What in the... A collared sauce freak thinks he can hoodwink a red? Damn fool. Lucian's name. I should have known there'd be trouble.
いや、違う。違う。一回戻って、お道失敗。言葉か。カメリオンクローク、エンカレッジ。違う。 あ、そうか。バックラッシュもないから。これはスキルしよう。スキル使えないよね。スキル。バックラッシュ。違う。よし。熱い。
The prisoner's eyes meet yours. He speaks not with gratitude, but with gleeful malevolence.
Ah, freedom tastes better than wine. And I can set you free in return. Say your prayers while you've...
俺いて、なんで急に攻撃。不毛な戦いじゃない？アクション。いや、攻撃か。お、避けた。これ不毛な攻撃じゃない？
ダガー装備してないとスキル使えませんよ。
だがね、持ってたはずなんだけどね、取ってなかったんだろうか。どっか置きっぱなしなんだろうか。不毛な戦いすぎる。装備でね、見たんだけどね、だが持ってないみたいなのよね。どこにもないもんね。あ、ミスった。あ、ダガーはまだ持ってないか。なんか小さなナイフっていうのはなんか手に入れたような気がするんだけど。
間違えて捨てたのでは？
ありゃ間違えて捨てちゃったか。ちょっと回復しとこうか。いや、30だからまだいいか。痛い。よし、ナイス。よいしょー。
What would he have to gain by killing me? Strange forces are at work.
皿か。
開けてない箱があるかも。
ああ、そうか。開けてない箱を見に行くか。遠くにないね。うん、開けてるな。うん、開けてるね。あれー。ん？またやっちゃった。よいしょ。アクションの 捨てるでいいか。どこであれしただろう。カラカラカラカラカラカラでしょ。箱、これは拾っちゃう箱だからダメでしょ。あれー、あれどこで捨てたかな。捨てたとしたらいや捨ててはないと思うんだけどな。あ、取ってなかった。バカじゃねえバカじゃねえ。よいしょ、これで装備しとこう。装備してよいしょ。ほんで回復しとこうか。何した今。何した。戦闘状態に入ったのか。びっくりしたな。やめてよ。よいしょ、塩。はい、回復。よかった。よかった。これで私は全部やったから上行こうか。
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes, there you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ships. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
いや。
Dungeon? You have the gall to call my laboratory a dungeon? I'd be quite...
Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment.
My word. You do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to sauce. For good.
じゃあ。ここは盗めんか。盗みたい。
These smelling salts are strong stuff.
Good God! There's been a murder here.
William. お前か？お前ビクターだね。
It was one of them. I know it.
レジャン。じゃあウィリアムはあいつだ。ナイトみたいなやつだ。ナイトみたいなやつでした。お前でしょ？あれ家族。なんか犯人を見つけてこいみたいなこと言われるけど。お前か。違うか。あれ？ウィリアム。ウィリアムって誰よ？
クエストマーカーがマップにあります。
クエストマーカー？あれか。
Soon as the Inquisitor gets
Pull it
here,
off.
we'll hand you right over.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug.
Pinches less that way.
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister...
We used to know each other, more's the pity.
Standing far back from Ifan grins, flash...
Same as he was at 14 years old. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the... No. The dead man. Finn, is it? I'd no business.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
What? Victor?
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. The Joy, I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself. Easy now. I might think the same, but...
What are you conspiring about over there?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just gotta be in it.
Name.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet.
こっちへ行かなかなか。開けれない。ワイン届かない。ああ、これか。あ、このやつか。
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
よいしょ。パケット、携帯信号持ってきた。
I reassure you and you shut up.
You think me mad?
Mad? Insufferable.
これは別に意味はないのね。
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
あそこの
It was one of them. I know it.
あれも特にクエストっていうわけでもないんでしょ。あ、ロープ。お金。まあなんかに役立つかもしれないから持っていこう持っていこう持っていけるものは持っていこう。
The hatch is blocked.
これ上のホッチが
I need to find another way.
閉まってるでしょ。このおばちゃんにもまだ話しなきゃいけないの。
Alexander, grant me patience. What? Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells? Oh, do go on. I won't hold it against you. Promise.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade.
My, look at the concentration on your face. Oh, there you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast. For your own peace of mind, of course.
しゃあない。話しようか。
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Oh.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rat. Listen, I could use someone to keep their... Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Thanks. I just want to catch whoever did this before.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. It's a small ship. His name was Finn. Oddball. Looked to me like he saw something he wished he hadn't before he came here. We'll find out who did it, one way or...
A young Magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
大袋。携帯寝具は持ったから。かねよいしょ。とりあえず。ん
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to
ロックピックがあるけど難しいよな。
We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
ここを見たか。ん
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
あ、クエストが発生してるからか。そしたら話やっぱ聞かなきゃいけないな。
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It isn't.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coin.
Never say never, though.
She smiles contemptuously.
Just a kitten in a corner, aren't we?
ガラクタ拾ってマギステルに売りましょう。
My life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper.
ガラクタ拾って投げ捨てる
boiled roots and rotten tubers. Meanwhile, the man.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
売るの？
Can we just skip to the part where I
よいしょ。こ
reassure you and you
う
shut
すると
up?
こうか、じゃあ。
Mad? Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
水の樽も売れるかな。
Keep it quiet long enough
重いんじゃない？
listen.
重すぎ問題。やっぱり重すぎ。
Classify this slop as food. I've seen more appetizing
こっちだ。
things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
重すぎ問題。
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do
売れ
away
るの？この人たちに。
Name?
ほ
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy. We're trying to catch a killer here.
Never thought you'd end up
う。ここか。
Here to register, sir. Good,
あ、
good.
そうか、ここか。
Magister
はいはいはい。
Williams is just about done
こう
with
行け
the
ばいい
last
のか。
passenger.
よしよしよし。
You faring okay so far?
うん。
Glad to hear it. You head on in now. Williams will...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
いやー、長いものに巻かれよう。
Do as the officer says, but you had better.
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
会話の時に三角ボタンで商売です。
おほほ。
She smiles
お、
with
ありがとうござい
wicked
ます。
satisfaction.
Precisely.
待って待って待って。私無関係。私無関係。私無関係。あぶ。え、死んだ？
What's happened?
ツールチップ。よいしょ。あれ？もしかして死んでる？何も持ってない。なんか持て。鎮液だな。何もない。壊れたソースの首は。え、この人イグリットでしょ？ウィリアムでしょ？お、これ何？ジャックナイフ。雑貨も一応持っていくようにしようか。重たかったら捨てりゃ今ね。あれ？私今開ける。ああ、ロック中か。ここ？ これ中身取れない。まあいいや。ああ、なんか大変なことになってる。本当に大変なことになってる。あれ
マギステルは全員死にました。持ち物を漁って回りましょう。
おーい。あれ、気絶してる。
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor. His great beard. You hear a faint thud.
座ってどうする？熱い。あーっと、熱かった。とりあえずマギステルを、はい、この人も。
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from.
よし。汚れたパンツ、肉の塊、聞いちゃいかんようなもんが入ってたな。金、よし。あれ、こっちにまだいたよな。お前。
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's too weak.
The dice roll darkly.
座っちゃダメ。そしたら、こいつは何も持ってない。グリースの鍵。ポケットナイフ、6にマッシュポテト、全部もらう。木槌？熱っ、また焼けた、俺。やべえ、ちょっと重たくなってんな。インベントリーで、何が重いんだろう。ジャックナイフ165、耐久値20。一緒か。じゃあ装備でジャックナイフにしとこうか。あ、違う、重いんだった。俺重いんだった。それで全てでこれだ。捨てる。よし、いける。まだいける。起こしてやりたいけどな。
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor.
無理か。
Ifan lies motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. Under his shaggy hair, you can see green up. His eyes flicker open, but he doesn't.
Lucen. Lucen.
Ifan cries out. Then his eyes fall closed again. No matter how...
ほうほうほうほう。これは誰に話しかけても一緒かな。じゃあこっちか。あれこいつ
アイテム、重さで相当すればいいですよ。
お、ありがとうございます。
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
これ何？弦。机。ベッド。線尾か。これか。
Onwards and upwards.
ん？ロック中か。金の灰、贋作の絵。贋作の絵って。入ってるなあ。
God's damn it! Need to get off this wreck and quick.
あいた、あいた、あいた、いた、いた、いた。やべ。こんなとこでまた飲まなきゃいけない。アクション、会場。あれこれもしかしてここにいる人たちってあれじゃない？
携帯寝具で回復できます。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。お金がちょびちょびと入ってる。よいしょ。水浸し。樽。
Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull.
お金を落としてくれてるのはいいんだけど。歩ってるないと。あ、違う。箱。お。あれ？取っちゃった。ああ。箱。重量。前か、やっぱり。これをしてる。何してた今？ワインか。びっくりした。やめてもう。よいしょ。アクション。セーブ。洗濯機も捨てようか。投げる。弓。 いやー、そっち行きたくないね。行きたくないわ。スカルマークのまあ行こうか。スカルマークのメモ、玉ねぎ。
You pass through the door, and the skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of cran.
No. What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder that...
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh. Yes? Shouldn't you be running or screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
I know your god did not gift you with much, but kindly use the little you were given. Do you look at me and think, why yes, there is someone with organs enough to drown? No, damp robes are the most I have to fear. Once this glorified skiff hits the sea floor, I will simply walk to whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over. Remember, one of your race's weaknesses is having your lungs filled with water until you can no longer breathe. So, try to avoid that, perhaps.
The skeleton resumes his search, leafing through page after page, while hunching over the book in a futile attempt.
Oh, こっち行ったら戦闘になるかな。あ、開いてない。あれ？開けなかったっけ？こっちか。戦闘になったりしない？
Thank the gods! He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his...
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
Oh.
Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Sorcerer!
He whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix. Take out your blade.
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand.
Oh, soか。
The Magisters look to each other, then back to you, and unsheath...
Your lies end here. Get him!
そうですな。言葉。バックスラッシュ。おー、ナイス。で、こうか。で、移動しようか。もう少し今続かんか。ターン終了。はい。硬くなりやがった。お、いた。 勝った。よかった。言うほど強くなくて。ん？
Bishop Alexander. If Lucian were alive, what would he think of his son's divine order?
手紙枕。これだな。手袋。ロックピック。ああ、使った回あった。ロックピックを使った回があったけど。リザルクションの巻物いいね。これはよし、ないね。これは
And you thought Rivellon was flat.
装備。
回復とセーブを忘れないようにしましょう。
うん。あ、そうだ。ありがとう。セーブってどこだ？ここか。クイックセーブでいいよね。いや、普通にセーブしとこうか。ここで。そう。私すぐに忘れんなよ。あ、そうか。回復もしとかなきゃいけないか。座っちゃダメ。あれで、回復だ。こっちに行こうか。よし。で、どこ行けばいいんだっけ。ここから出るんだっけ。
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You press your palm against the door to open it. It doesn't budge. The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Death! I need to get out of here! Now!
いたうって言って死んだ。ああ、セーブしててよかった。ありがとう。びっくりした。これ前作よりなんか渋めになってんな。気をつけていかないと。あれどこだっけ。どこ行きゃいいんだっけ。あ、こっちだ。ああ、びっくりした。
The marking on the door was painted. You press your palm against the door to open it. It doesn't budge. The door groans.
Something's breaking through! What in the hells are those things?
危なかったですね。
危なかった。本当ありがとうございます。おお、びっくりした。ああ、びっくりした。だってさ、ここでこうやって見たらさ、ここに死体があるからさ、その向こうも行けると思うじゃない。行けないって。けどこれどう行くの。 どう行くんだろう、剣のかけら。あそこにあれがあるけど、ここじゃないのか。上に上がるところある。あ、熱い熱い、また熱い。上に行くところ、いや、ないでしょ。上に行くところ、あれこれ上がってきてるかでしょ。あ、ここか。あれ、汚れたシャツっていう感じじゃなくなったんだけど、まあいいか。よいしょ。よいしょ、ここでセーブしよう。ここでセーブしよう。ここでセーブしとこう、一回。第1章が終わりってことで。よいしょ。はい、じゃあ、一応ここで一回終了とします。おじさん丸さん、ありがとうございます。いろいろ助かりました。また機会があったら、よろしくお願いいたします。じゃあ、お疲れ様です。